Coming back here at home, Kenyatta University students have expressed their concerns over increased incidents of mugging and attack during the night around the Kenyatta Market area, which is behind the university. According to residents, some of those perpetrating the violence are former students who have sunk into unemployment and drug abuse that has turned them into nighttime criminals.
Kenyatta University, an enormous institution by all standards. Thousands flock this institution in search of light and knowledge. Some of them are lucky to secure accommodation within campus. However, the remaining lot, who are the majority, seek a roof in the settlement behind the university called KM. For KU students, KM is a haven of nightlife, but is also a crucial shopping center due to its proximity. However, of late the oasis has been turned to hell. A den of robbers come out at nightfall and wreak havoc on young and naive students. Samuel Odhiambo is a victim of violent robbery. He tells us how, together with his friend, they were roughed up, robbed a mobile phone, and aggressively injured.
In that process of me talking to him to give me the phone back so that I could take it back to the owner, he lured me into this corner here where it was dark at that time. So in that corner, he called for his reinforcement, some of his friends who are playing in a pool here. And that's where now the major incidents took place, where I also got hit on the head. I actually don't know by what specifically I was hit.
Samuel bears the fresh wounds of battery on his head, a stark mark of how dangerous the streets have become for KU students.
The fact that I was beaten, I got hit, came out of that aggressiveness. The fact that I was now fighting to defend myself. But I think normally they could steal from you, harass you, and maybe beat you up if you are aggressive. If you are weak, not aggressive, you easily give up your phone or maybe your belongings, and then they go away.
I have a friend who was telling me he just let us sleep in the house, and then waking up the next day in the morning, he found all his properties, laptop, phones, and everything else stolen, even though he had locked the door. So he didn't kind of understand what actually transpired.
Residents confined to us that the night gangs are a fusion between residents of KM and outsiders.
KM is a hotbed of insecurity. When it comes to, in fact, right now, as we are right now, the more there is no student, there is no jobs, so insecurity is on a higher status.
Students opine that the matter of insecurity ought to be treated with urgency and relevant measures taken.
The first thing is installing security lights, that is one. And number two, we should ensure that the business premises around here, we have enough security personnel, like the security, the police officers, and so on. So to ensure that in case there is a suspect of crime and so on, they can easily be taken care of.
Prior to this report, we reached out to the officer in charge of security at Kenyatta University for an interview. However, the director declined the offer, but stated the following, as I quote, "The issue of insecurity has been there, but the university can only protect its own within its jurisdiction." End of quote. On this side is the highly revered Kenyatta University main campus, but the moment you cross this railway line onto the other side, you enter a territory of terror and tension. Once darkness sets in, students here live in fear of being mugged or even injured, as it happened to Samuel. Insecurity is on its rise. Munene Weru, KU.